Alright, so another twist to the tale of Chelsea's transfer market activity. Again, like I said in the past, we have been taking L's left, right and center, whether it's to Tottenham, Bayern München, Juventus, Barcelona, it doesn't really matter. Our transfers, as of now, our transfer deals and negotiations really haven't been that great. Yes, we have signed Raheem Sterling, great player, great deal. Yes, we're about to sign Kalidou Koulibaly, great player, great deal. But all the other players that we've missed out on, well, the list is getting extremely long now. As I'm filming this video, Serge Gnabry is about to re-sign with Bayern München, so we're not going to sign that player. And again, with all of our attacking players, wingers, whatnot, getting injured or going out on loan or getting sold, well, as of now, I don't really see who's going to replace all of these players. Now, the topic I'm going to touch on is obviously the one you've clicked on because of the thumbnail, is the debate around our defense, about our center back. So we're about to sign Kalidou Koulibaly. We might be interested again in Jules Kounde because Nathan Ake is staying at Manchester City because we're not willing to pay the price that City are asking, which, okay, fair enough, is normal. Why are they asking so much for a player that doesn't really start for their first team? Just doesn't make sense. And okay, then we're going back to Jules Kounde, which maybe is going to cost a bit more, but he's also a bit younger. Now again, I'm not Jules Kounde's biggest fan, but at this point, I'll just take whoever wants to come to Chelsea. And plus, he's a right-footed center back, so he can play on the right, while Silva stays in the middle and Kalidou Koulibaly goes on the left. Now you might be asking, so where does Presnel Kimpembe come into play? Well, he's also left-footed, so can also be a good backup for Chilwell in case something happens with him. Footful, nothing's going to happen to our wingbacks this season, hopefully. So there is that. Now the debate is about Levi Colwill, right? We've all seen the news this week. Some rumors came out, oh, Levi Colwill wants to leave, he's pushing to go out of Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. What a brat. Trevor Chalobah didn't do that, he fought for his place, etc. So I can agree with both sides, but let's make something clear here. When those rumors come out, it's very, very easy to just look at the negativity because, well, social media is just about negativity and amplifying that negativity to turn that into anger, to turn that into likes, retweets, and stupid comments. So let me make this very, very clear. Levi Colwill does not want to leave Chelsea. He just wants a fair chance to succeed at Chelsea. Now, by signing 4, 3, doesn't matter how many center backs, you're not really giving him that chance, right? Because there is also Malang Sarr still, Trevor Chalobah. So the list of center back is not getting shorter. And again, he just wants a fair chance. So give him that in preseason, give him the chance you gave Trevor Chalobah, and maybe, yes, maybe he will stay. Again, he's extremely young, inexperienced in the Premier League. Yes, he's proven himself in the Championship last season, great center back. And again, the fact that so many clubs are lining up to sign him says something about the talent. Now, yes, on the other side, I can agree. Did Reece James ask something when he came into the club? Did he say, oh, please don't sign any other player, give me my spot, I want to have a chance to fight for my spot, whatever, want to play for Chelsea? No, he did not. But then again, different situation, right? Because Reece James came in when we have, well, that semi, let's say, transfer ban. So it's not like we could have signed any other player. Plus, Reece James is probably the only right back right now at the club. So not really comparable there. And Trevor Chalobah, yes, I agree. He took his chance and did great when he played. Sometimes he did some mistakes here and there. But again, he came in when other people were injured and he had no issues of staying on the bench. Right now, Levi Colwill and many other younger players out there do maybe have an issue to stay on the bench, maybe go out on loan indefinitely, because that's also not fun, right? When you're young, yes, you go on loan, you get some experience, but at the end of the day, you really want to get settled. And when you love a club that much, you want to be given a chance to play for that club and prove yourself. If it doesn't work out, then maybe, yes, we'll send him out on loan. Or if we sell him this summer, hopefully, it will be with a buyback clause, because we've seen what happened with Margehi, we've seen what happened with Tomori. Should have had a good and cheaper buyback clause, or just a buyback clause, period. Because look at what happens right now. We're searching for center backs for a good players that can come in because we lost Rudiger and we lost Christensen, and we're probably going to sell Azpilicueta as well. So we need reinforcements there. And again, there's really no point to start hating on the academy players. I know there's like this camp of pro academy players, and then there's this camp of anti-academy players, which sometimes they do have a point, but sometimes it just feels like it doesn't matter if the player is good or extremely good. Just the fact that he comes from the academy turns them into complete morons, say, oh, should go back on loan, we should be signing only world-class players, blah, blah, blah. No, you have an academy for something. To have those great players to come through the ranks and then play for the club and not spend 50 million on a player you already have in your academy. Look at Mason Mount. Look at Reece James. Yes, maybe Loftus-Cheek didn't really work out that well, but Mason Mount works out perfectly. Reece James, perfectly. Trevor Chalobah right now, perfectly as well. Maybe Conor Gallagher might be a good player this season as well. Who knows? Maybe he might go on loan. Remains to be seen. But this whole discussion that academy players should be directly overlooked because they come from the academy, so who cares? It just doesn't make sense, because at the same point, those type of people do look at other players that are extremely young at other clubs and say, maybe we should sign them, maybe we should sign them. Imagine what they would have said if Kylian Mbappe came from the Chelsea academy. They would have said, oh, who wants that guy? Overrated, sending him on loan. Probably that's what would have happened. Now, going back on the debate question, right now, if we do sign Jules Kounde, it does leave a window open for Levi Colwill, because yes, even with Presnel Kimpembe, he can still play, let's say, cup games, some league games here and there as well, and prove himself. First of all, prove yourself during preseason. That's a very, very good start. But signing Kimpembe, which is left-footed, which plays on the left center back, or left back can play as well, it would have made less sense to sign Kimpembe and Ake, both of them left-footed, both of them playing on the left, especially when you see that and when you know that Koulibaly also plays left center back but is right-footed. But right now with Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, and then maybe on the right center back, Kounde, which can also sometimes play as a backup right back, it does make sense, and it does leave a window open for Levi Colwill to come through and prove himself as the, promising center back that we have. But I do want to end by saying that we still did not sign Presnel Kimpembe, and we still did not sign Kounde. So right now, all we have is really Thiago Silva, Trevor Chalobah, and Levi Colwill if he stays, and that's about it. Yes, there is still Azpilicueta and Reece James and Chilwell and Alonso, but as of now, until those other two center backs are signed, that's all we've got. So do bear in mind before you criticize any player, any younger player or any senior player, do think out loud before hitting that keyboard. And obviously do share your thoughts down in the comments below about the current market environment, about the transfers, about what you think about the situation. Again, don't be a toxic asshole, write like a human being.